What's going on, Kondo? This is Kiseki, and in today's video I want to talk about Kondo in his short Q&A that he did in South Korea. Basically, there was a small PlayStation conversion called PS Festa, and Kondo was answering questions about the Kiseki series, the future of the Kiseki, the criticism of the Kiseki that he has heard and he knows is aware of. So I want to break it down with 4 questions about the QA, but before I go on, the gameplay in the background is Apex Legends, the new BR game for Respawn Entertainment. I love this game a lot. It's a game that I will be talking about a lot in my channel throughout this week and throughout the future of this channel. So I hope you guys enjoy me going off here and basically carrying my whole team to victory. It's a good gameplay, so I hope you guys enjoy. Now, let's go back to the Q&A. They asked Kondo some really good questions here, and I kind of want to break it down, 4 of them that I thought was really good to discuss over in this video with you guys. So let's go on with it. So the first question, it says here, any major announcements? So let's talk about this one first, because I think this is the one you guys really want to hear. So this is what he had to say. Something big is already on the way in terms of number 12 series. This one is ambitious, and it's going to take some time. However, since we don't want to keep fans waiting too long, the Trolls team has been divided into 2 teams. There are people who say things like, I want to see this sort of episode, I would like to try this, I want to know more about that. In order to deliver on those wishes, I actually been thinking whether another team could make it possible. So there you go, guys. A DLC convention is going to come out for Kondo 4. He has divided his team into 2. So one team is working on the next Kiseki game, and another team is going to be working some kind of like side quest or DLC for Kondo 4. I'm down for this. Like I said on my last video, I'll be down for some DLC content of Kondo 4 that will actually expand more about Kondo lore. But I will not be down for a full game though. DLC is fine, but a full game, I definitely will not be down for that. But there you go, guys. Kondo has divided his team into 2, so that goes to show us that Kondo really wants to do something a little bit more for Kondo 4. I had no problems with that, like I said before. As long as something good that tells a story and no bullshit with Harren, I'll be down for that. All right. So let's talk about the next question, which I thought was actually a really good one. It says here, are there any plans for remaking or remastering game on PS3, Vita, PC, which are not on PS4? This is what you have to say of this one. This is actually good. In Japan, we already decided to port J's Memories of Sasota to PlayStation 4. While I can't promise anything for sure right here and now, starting with Memory of Sasota, we're considering moving little by little to make previous title playable on platform like PS4. If there's a title you would like to play, I definitely want to hear your thoughts. Alright, Kondo, you would like to hear your thoughts? Here's mine. I want you to remake Trust in the Sky 1, 2, and 3. I want you to remake it with the same graphic quality as Kondo 3 and 4 and the same gameplay as Kondo 4. I want you to do it. Listen, if you do this, I will do a whole giveaway on my channel. You do this. Like, I will give a giveaway when the Japanese version comes out. I'll give 5 copies, and when the English translation comes out of that game, I will do another 5 copies. That's right, guys. I'm gonna do a full giveaway. It kinda really does Trust in the Sky, because I feel like that's what the real game is. That game is like, dude, it's a masterpiece. Honestly, I'm gonna say it right here. Trust in the Sky 1, 2, 3 is a masterpiece. It's the best Kiseki game I have ever. It's the best JRPG I ever played. I'm just gonna put it like that. So I'm looking forward it gonna do something like this in the future. Leave it in the comment section what remaster game you want to see for Kondo, what remake you want to see for Falcon, and to tackle that you would like to play on the PS4 or PC. Like I said before, Kondo, if you do a Trust in the Sky remake with Kondo 4 graphics, dude, I will not. That's what I'm gonna say. Alright, so moving on here. So the next question they asked us about the criticism. So it says here, criticism on the graphics are getting more common. Are there any plans to improve the graphical quality of Falcon games? So this is what he had to say. This is a long one, but I'm going to read it all here. It says, we are aware of our weaknesses in the graphic department as they've been pointed out even when participating in events in various countries. Ooh. In terms of Kondo 3, we increased the quality of our models. While we're using motion capture in some areas in GS9, I want to increase the quality more than before. We're getting information on game. What first catches my eyes are graphics and illustrations, so I want to treat this as a future challenge. However, I would like to say this for the honor of Falcon's employees. They are slacking. There's almost no no other company in the Japanese game industry that can continue to release 50 to 80 hour RPGs at that pace. They created 4 games over the course of 5 years. The staff naturally wants to increase the quality, but considering the release period of the Cho series and trying to deliver the games as quickly as possible, we have to make a compromise somewhere along the line. If we're working with us raising the quality, we probably won't finish in our lifetime. Holy shit, this is the... I feel like this is a really long answer for Kondo, but let me break it down here. So he says here that he's using motion capture in Jigs 9, which is the next G series that's coming out by the end of this year in September. They're shooting for September for this game. Motion capture, guys, is a lot of money. Motion capture is also good to do quick animation, but it's a lot of money involved in it. I don't think Falcom is big enough to have a whole studio for that. Another thing that he says here is that 50 to 80 hour RPG and they created 4 games over the course of 5 years. Yes, we understand that. But something that Kondo doesn't say here, and he's not being frankly honest, that Falcom, there's about what? About 50 to 60 employees in Falcom. They're not really big, but they're also not small either. But I'm pretty sure if they can increase their staff to like at least on the 80 to 90 employees, they can definitely improve the graphics by still getting the game released in 2 to 3 year lifespan. I mean, he just said all of this because, you know, he's gotta keep it corporate. He cannot just say, hey, we're not really that big of a company, so we had to cut corners somewhere because we need to release these games every 2 to 3 years, because I'm assuming that's the deadline they kind of gave them. So they want to release this game because, you know, we want to play these games. Kondo already declared that the series is probably going to last until 2030. So they kind of want to hit that timeline. They want to finish this series by 2030. So I'm assuming that's why they're pumping these games every 2 to 3 years. This is a good criticism about the graphic. You know, I always be talking about the story. I always been criticizing the story, but this is a valid criticism. All the criticisms you guys get to the graphics are valid. I'm one of the few people that really don't bother with the graphic. Like, it really doesn't bother me that much. The graphics, it doesn't really bother me. I'm one of those people that can play Trust in the Sky right now and it won't bother me. The graphic to me really doesn't bother me, but this is a fair criticism. Definitely a fair criticism. I gotta give it to the guy that do criticize the graphic, because that's a fair criticism to this game. Now let's talk about the last question that I wanna talk to you guys, which is this one. It's the following here. It says here, curious about the relationship between Rin and Athena during the event, during the 1 year between Kosio 2 and Kosio 3. Can I learn about it in games or the media? While the number 2 series will continue to move forward in the future, the still part left unfinished, such a story we weren't able to tell in the already concluded Chosuko Zero series. I'm considering delivering things like that and story continuations on form. Since this year is the 50th anniversary of the Cho series, I think we will be able to share information regarding that during the 50th anniversary. Now, I want to talk about this as well, this particular question. Notice how this person says, can we learn about it in games or other media? I'm gonna say here, I'm gonna be blunt with you guys. I really hate how Kondo is trying to give lore stuff outside of the game. As in, you guys saw my last video, I was not very happy how Kondo had to answer and had to tell us that Ishmega was not the curse in an interview. I do not like that. I like everything to be explained in game. I do not care if Kondo wants to milk the Kosio 4, the Kosio saga with DLCs, like explaining basically parts of the story in DLCs. I do not care. Kondo, you want to milk the series doing that? Fine, milk it until the cow is dead, for all I care. But do not, I repeat, do not be putting lore stuff and stuff that could be related to the story outside of the game. I said, like in manga form, in a novel. I don't wanna read the Kiseki. Even though Kiseki is a lot of reading, it's very different when you're playing the game and when you're reading it in a book. You know, Kondo's already done this multiple times already, but I'm just saying it here that this is one of the biggest criticisms that I can get to the series overall, not just Cold Steel, to the whole series. It's that Kondo likes to explain stuff outside of the game, and I feel like that's not a very good way to portray your story, you know, because let's say if a new fan comes to this game, right, and they specifically ask this particular question that's only answered like in a drama CD or like in a movie, that you know, that's just wrong. The whole series should be told by playing the game. You know, that's why you broke Cold Steel in 4 games, because you apparently have issue of you telling the whole story in 1 game or in 3 games or whatever. Like I said, I'll be down for as many DLC as you want. But please, just tell the story in game, and I can't, and let's just move forward with that. Just tell the story in game, and I will be happy. That's what I had to say about that. Alright guys, I also want to say a huge shout out to John James 0223. It's the guy on Reddit that went and translated he translated the whole thing. But I also took some of the questions from Gamersus, as Gamersus kind of like did it more way. I like the translation much better, so I'll leave both links in the description down below on the doobly doo below, as I usually do. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video right here. I want to talk about a few more stuff, but I think I'm gonna leave it to the anniversary of when the anniversary drops, because I feel like Kondo's gonna drop. It's gonna tell us something juicy over there, where there's gonna be a new DLC or Cozy 4. It's definitely gonna be a new DLC. I mean, he already split the team in two, so definitely DLC is coming. I'm gonna hold off to the other stuff I want to talk about until then. So March 24th, guys, the 50th anniversary of Kiseki is gonna be there. So I'll see you guys until then. Gotcha.